Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is telling you the 10 books that I would like to read this autumn. So, I do have quite a few autumnal books on my Kindle, so I won't have the physical copies of a lot of them in the video, but when I don't have a physical copy, I will put a little photo of the cover up there so you can see which book I'm talking about. But yeah, there is quite a few I'd like to get through. I've got 10 books in total on the list, I think. So, quite a few. Whether I'll read them all or not is a different story. But these are the ones I would like to read. But we'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's get into it. So, the first book that I would like to read this autumn is The Pumpkin Spiced Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. I have seen amazing things about this online. Everybody raves about it. I haven't read it yet, obviously, because I'd like to read it this month. But as far as I'm aware, it's like a small town romance type thing set in a cafe. I could be wrong about that because I'm not 100% sure, but I do have it on my Kindle already. I am really looking forward to this one because I feel like it's going to give me cozy vibes for when it's cold outside. It's the sort of book I'd sit reading with a hot drink and a blanket and it's raining outside, and basically the sort of book that'll, like I say, give you cozy vibes. So I am really looking forward to getting into this series, which leads me on to book 2 on my list, which is The Cinnamon Bookstore by, again, Laurie Gilmore, which is book 2 in this series. This one only just come out a few weeks ago, I think. It's not been out that long, so I haven't seen a lot about it online, but I'm assuming it's the same sort of thing, the sort of cozy autumnal vibes. There is a Christmas one coming out as well, I believe, so I will be getting that one to read around Christmas time if I do like these two, but we'll see. I think I'll like them. I'm really hoping I like them. They seem like my sort of thing. So yeah, that's book 1 and 2. For book 3, I did get this one a while back and I got it in a 3 for £6 deal at the works. It is Hex Education by Maureen Kilmer. Yeah, just checking I read that right then. So, what I get from the back is that her and her friends have got a coven at school, and one of the spells goes horrifically wrong and it causes a fire. Nothing ever comes of this, and she manages to build a life for herself, but she doesn't use her magic anymore. But then people start digging into this fire and how it happened, and this coven has to reunite, and she has to use her powers again after they've been laying dormant for so long. I picked this one up because I really enjoyed The X Hex last year by Erin Sterling, and it sort of gave me the same vibes when I read the blurb. The storyline's not similar, but the vibes of the book, if that makes sense, like the cover and the way it sounds and everything like that, gave me the same sort of vibes. So I'm hoping I enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed them, but I'm not entirely sure. I quite like the sound of it. I do like the witchy types of books, so I am hoping I like it, but it'll be a nice one to read around Halloween, I think. So that's book 3. So for book 4, this is another one I got in a 3 for £6 deal at the works, and it is Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match by Sally Thorne. And this one is a romance, I believe. Angelica is fed up of dating all these wrong men, and basically she's made this person something to do with bringing somebody back to life, I think. I'm not entirely 100%. Yeah, it says here she resurrected him. So she's resurrected this guy and they fall in love, is what I am assuming from what I've read. I think it'll be really nice to read a romance with a bit of a spooky twist. Like I said for the last one, this one will be a really good one to read around Halloween. So I am looking forward to reading this. Again, it's been on my shelf for a while because I did pick it up a while ago, but I've been saving it for the autumn specifically. So yeah, this one's book 4. So for book 5, it is My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine. And I've got this one on my Kindle as well, so I will, like I say, put a little photo of the cover there. And it's about these people that live together, and one of them's a vampire, I think. Yeah, so I've just had a quick look on my Kindle, and basically she needs somewhere to live fast, and she moves in with this vampire. And it says something about a bit of a romance, so I'm assuming there's a bit of a romance between them, which will be a quite interesting concept, I think. So that'll be a good one to read. Again, I think it's going to be quite fun for Halloween. It's got the whole vampire thing going on, so I have been saving that one again for the autumn. So yeah, it's that one. So for book 6, it is A Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana. I think I'm saying that right. And it's basically about this witch that's hid her powers for years and years, and she gets contacted to go and teach at this school for young witches, and she takes the opportunity so she can change her life. It sounds like a sort of book about coming into yourself and finding your own power, if that makes sense. So I think that's going to be a really nice one to read. Some of the reviews online say it's a really cozy read, so again, I'm going to be reading that one with a hot drink and probably some nice fluffy pajamas and a blanket or two. So that'll be another nice one to read when it's a bit dreary outside and I can't really go anywhere. And I like the idea of it being set in a school and from the teacher's perspective. So that'll be quite good, I think. Again, with it being themed around witches, I thought it would be another good one to read around Halloween time. I've got quite a lot of Halloween books building up, so I'm going to be reading a lot that week by the looks of things. But yeah, that was book 6. For book 7, it is a pre-order, and it is The Wedding Witch by Erin Sterling. And like I was saying earlier on in the video, I really enjoyed the X-Hex last year. I read the X-Hex and the Kiss Curse and really enjoyed them both. And when I saw that Erin Sterling was releasing a third book, I was so excited that I put it on pre-order. And again, really, really excited for this. I read them two about Halloween time last year. They was really cozy Halloween books, and like I say, I did really enjoy them. If you haven't read them yet, I do highly recommend them. But I'm so excited to read the third one. I'm so excited to get back into the world of these books and see what the characters are up to. Because like I say, I really did enjoy them. I flew through them last year. So that's one of the 2 pre-orders I have on this list. The other one I'll get to in a minute. But yeah, that one's coming out about mid-October, I think. So again, it's probably going to be one I read leading up to Halloween. But yeah, that was book 7. So for book 8, this is the second pre-order I've got on the list, and it is Spectacular by Stephanie Garber. And it is the Caravel novella. I read Caravel earlier on this year, I believe. Yeah, it was about March time this year, and I've read them all one after the other because I really, really enjoyed them. I love the world of Caravel and the characters, and just Stephanie Garber's writing style is absolutely brilliant. And again, if you haven't read them ones yet, definitely go and pick them up because I do recommend them. But when I saw there was a novella coming out, again, I went straight on and pre-ordered it. So again, really excited to read this one. And I'm not entirely sure when this one comes out. I think it might be October, it might be November. I'm not 100% sure. But I am definitely going to be reading this and I am really, really looking forward to it. So yeah, that one's book 8. Book 9, I do have the physical copy of here. and it is Wicked by Gregory Maguire. I've spoke about this quite a few times on this channel, but I am a massive theatre fan, musical theatre, just any theatre in general. And I did see Wicked live and I loved it. And the film comes out in November this year. I think it's November the 22nd it comes out. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's when it comes out. When I saw this book, I was on my holiday at the time. I had to pick it up because I've not read it yet and I really do want to read it. I have read a few musical books before now. I've read Dear Evan Hansen and Be More Chill, I think. And I like to compare them to the stage versions. So when I saw this, I had to pick it up. It does follow the story of Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West, from The Wizard of Oz, if you do know that film or musical. And it's basically why she turned into the Wicked Witch of the West and her life before The Wizard of Oz happened. And basically, that's what it's about. But like I say, I really enjoyed the stage show. I'm really excited for the film, so I do want to try and read this before November the 22nd, before the film comes out. So yeah, this one's on my TBR. And then for the final book, it's one I've had on my TBR from last year. It's been on my Kindle a while, just sitting there waiting to be read. And it is The London Seance Society by Sarah Penner. I did read The Lost Apothecary. Is that how you say it? I think that's how you say it, by the same author last year and really enjoyed it. So again, I pre-ordered this one, but I just haven't got around to reading it yet. And I thought, what better time to read it than the autumn? So that's what I'm doing. That's why it's on my list. And it's about these people that come together and hold seances, I believe, in London. And it flits between the modern day and the past. I think I might be making that up, but I think that's what happens. And like I say, I did really enjoy the last book that I read of hers, so I'm really excited to read this one. So yeah, that concludes my 10 books that I want to read this autumn. Just to recap, there was The Pumpkin Spice Cafe and The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore by Laurie Gilmore, Hex Education by Maureen Kilmer, Angelica Frankenstein Makes a Match by Sally Thorne, My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine, Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sandhu Mandana, The Wedding Witch by Erin Sterling, Spectacular by Stephanie Garber, Wicked by Gregory Maguire, and last but not least, The London Seance Society by Sarah Penner. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, please like, comment and subscribe underneath, and I will see you all again next week.